There's one. There's one. These bass are loaded in here. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the US of Angling, where I travel the US in a travel trailer with my wife JC, and I fish everywhere I go. We are in the Louisiana bayou today, and I plan on fishing these roadside waterways or these canals. It's been pretty warm out. It's gonna get pretty warm today. I'm hoping that there's some fish that push up here into the shallower water. This is brack water, so it's a mixture between saltwater and freshwater, and both saltwater and freshwater fish species live in it. So I don't know exactly what we're fishing for, but we can be catching both types of fish. I'm freaking pumped. We got miles and miles of this waterway that runs right along this road. So I'm gonna be walking up and down, moving, parking different areas. I've seen a couple fish splash, and I see a bobber in a tree. So there should be fish in the area. Let's go catch something. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna start right here next to the truck. I've seen a few fish jump in just a couple minutes I've been here. They haven't been large splashes, so I'm throwing my absolute #1 favorite jig of all time. It's the Blue Thunder Bobby Garland on a 32nd ounce jig. If you've seen my channel before, you've heard me say that name a lot. It is by far my favorite jig to throw, mainly for crappies, but it catches absolutely everything. So we're just gonna jig this Bobby Garland around. Hopefully we can pop one off here pretty quick, get things going in the right direction. There's actually a chance to see an alligator in here too. I haven't seen an alligator yet. I've been in Louisiana for a little while. No alligators yet. Come on. Let's get popped here. I'm anxious to see what's living in here. Ooh, I just got hit. Darn it, I messed it up. Just got hit on the Bobby Garland. You know it was a bite and not a snag when your plastic comes down like that. They just missed the hook. This Bobby Garland will catch pretty much anything and everything. So I'm just gonna throw it for a while, and then once we figure out what the heck's in here, I might switch it up, throw something else. But Bobby Garland's a nice lure to throw when you don't know what the heck you're fishing for. This might be a good spot to stand, if it's not insanely slick. It's not too slick. Oh gosh, oh gosh, what is this? Largemouth. Not a bad one either. All right. I've got pretty light line here. All right. Oh. Okay, well, first fish, largemouth bass, thumped the freaking Bobby Garland. Holy crap, that kind of surprised me. I was thinking the first fish wasn't gonna pull that much drag. All right, not a horrible first fish. Let's let him go. All right, largemouth. Look at this. If this whole thing is just loaded up with freaking largemouth, that is gonna be so sick. Might have to switch up. This is just like my super light rod. It's got 4-pound test on here. I guess I don't really know what I thought I was fishing for. Is that another one? That's another one. What the heck was that? That really sucks that I couldn't tell what that was. That was either another bass, or for some reason it kind of looked like a gar. That's back-to-back casts. What was that? I think it was another bass, but I'm not 100% certain. It's actually been quite a while since I've caught a largemouth. I mean, I like to catch everything, but like I'm not a bass fisherman by any means. Like bass are not in my top 3 fish, I would say. I don't hate them. They're a ton of fun to catch. It's just I don't find myself bass fishing that often. What if there's some just freaking hogs in here? I bet there are. This waterway, it's real skinny here, but the further you go that way, it gets a lot bigger. And it connects to different waterways, so even though this looks kind of like a small piece of water, which it's kind of nice because you can fish it like a, oh, I just got hit again. You can fish it like a small piece of water, but there could be some giants in here. There we go. Another bass. All right. This is sick. Another largemouth. Come here, bud. Looks about just like the first one I caught. These aren't like big fish, but they're chunky. They got little bellies on them. If we can find something that's a bit longer, we might get some weight. I am having a blast already, and this is how far I moved. Still right next to the truck, and we have miles to cover. Doesn't seem like we're gonna have to cover miles, but we can definitely be searching for maybe some little pockets. I mean, I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. This seems to be like a nice little pocket, but I got another one. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, he came off. This place is freaking loaded with largemouth. There, that's gonna do it for that Bobby Garland. Finally tore it up. Right there. These are it. Baby shad blue thunder. Bobby Garland crappie baits. Does not get better. Gotta open up a new package. Oh man, I don't know why I'm still throwing this super light setup. I need to switch over. This is 4-pound test. I've got a spinning setup with 6-pound test on it. And then I've got my bait caster as well. I should probably beef up my line a little bit just in case we find one that's hefty. All right, well, I just walked like, I don't know, maybe 100 yards down that way. And I kept getting tiny, tiny little bites. It's gotta be something else that's in here that's just a smaller species. They didn't necessarily feel like a bluegill, or as they're called down here sometimes, bream. It wasn't like a tap, tap, tap bite. I don't know what it was, but something a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna make like 2 more casts with the bobby in this hole that I pulled those couple largemouth out of. And then I'm probably gonna throw something a little bit bigger. I'm thinking I'm gonna throw like a crawfish or something. Oh, there's one. Yeah, these bass are just stacked right here. That must be, I don't know. I wonder why. That is freaking crazy. I pulled 3 bass out. They've all been right here in this spot. And they've all looked about this size. I don't know, maybe 13 inches. See how they're built really nice. They're fat, they're just little. I'm thinking maybe if I throw a crawfish, if there's something bigger in here, it might pop it. I don't know why they're all stacked right here in this spot though. I mean, I just went 100 yards and didn't catch another bass. I was getting little bites, but pretty sure they weren't bass. I don't know what they were. That's freaking crazy. Oh gosh, this one's bigger. Oh gosh, oh my gosh. What is this? It's gotta be another bass, right? Oh yeah, another largemouth. They are stacked right here. This is insane. This is the biggest one yet. Can I pull him up? Come here, bud. Oh, that was scary. This is not heavy line. Yeah, all right, so that's definitely the biggest one. Oh my gosh. If we can find some that are longer, we might catch a hog. Bobby Garland, man. All right. Check that out. These are, I'm probably gonna be a broken record today, but these things are built right. I've never fished in Louisiana, so I don't know if this is a different strain of bass. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not much of a bass fisherman, but I do know they are freaking loaded right here. Sorry, bud, be careful. Holy cow, that was sick. All right, guys, that last one was a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna throw just something, it's kind of like a Bobby Garland on steroids. It's about an inch longer. Let's see if maybe we can't entice something a little bit bigger to hit this swim bait. If this swim bait doesn't work, I'm gonna throw a crawfish in here. There might be a pig sitting in here that just wanted a snack a little bit bigger than a Bobby Garland, who knows? There's one. There's one. These bass are loaded in here. Oh my gosh. He hit the Kitech swim bait, just a little bit bigger than the Bobby Garland. Come here, bud. Now I got 6-pound line too, so it's a little bit better. Look at these. Look at that. Hooked right in the tip of the nose. These are fat. Look at the belly on him. Can you guys see that? He's got a freaking belly. I mean, for no bigger than he is, if I can find one that's just a little bit longer, he is gonna be a toad. I bet there are some freaking toads in here. It just lucks out that one of the first places you can park along this just happens to be a honey hole for largemouth. And that's not all that's in here. This is connected to the Gulf of freaking Mexico. So, I mean, the further down we go, I'm sure the more species of fish that are in here. What a freaking blast. Let's whip one down there. The best part is I'm jigging. Feeling them hit on a jig is so freaking fun. All right, guys, well, I just drove to a different fishing spot, maybe like a half mile down the road, and I saw a freaking monster alligator. I turned around so I could try and get it on video, and by the time I turned around, it was off the bank. I assume it was in the water, but it was way bigger than I was expecting to see. I was hoping to see an alligator, but you know, in the 3 to 4 foot range. This was at least 6 foot, at least as big as me, probably 8 foot. Like, it was freaking monster. Kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies because I hadn't seen one yet. I know they're all over, but like, it was laying on the bank. Yeah. Hopefully I can see another one to show you guys, but hopefully it's from a distance, and I really hope it doesn't startle me because that would be kind of scary. But I found a different spot, found a little place to park. It doesn't say no parking anywhere in here, so there should be some pretty good bank fishing. It looks a little bit deeper. Hopefully there's some bass hiding in here. All right. Well, we're back to the first spot because there doesn't seem to be anything going on anywhere else. So I am super anxious to see if I can catch a freaking fish in this spot. If so, I don't know what it is about this spot, but it was holding fish like crazy earlier. I'm not sure if they just quit biting because it's kind of the middle of the day now, or if I just can't find fish outside of this little area. I don't know what it is about right here. You gotta be joking. What is it about this area? Holy cow. I went all over the place. Come here, bud. You are a fatty. You are a fatty. Look at how chunky those things are. Just an absolute belly on them. I just wish they were longer. I don't know what it is about this little freaking area right in here, but I have been all over the place. And I've had a couple bites. I had one fish on way up there, but just ridiculous. This little spot in here, they are loaded. All right. I thought maybe it was going to be like a time of day thing where I just lucked out and caught the very end of the bite, but it's just this spot. That is so strange. I'm gonna throw this jerk bait. Actually, I need to grab a pair of pliers. I'm not trying to get hooked in the hand. Ugh. All right. Got my pliers. I'm gonna toss this jerk bait around in this spot, see if I can't get popped, just because I know that there's fish here. So yeah, I'm just gonna throw this jerk bait around for a second, see if I can't get popped in this spot. And if I don't get popped in this spot, I am gonna probably work that way and just see if I can't get something to whack this thing. No way. Finally caught one on something other than a jig. Finally. And it's not in that same spot that I've been catching them in. All right. These are pretty looking bass. All right, finally caught a bass on a jerk bait. I worked, so the truck's right up there. I went down to that second telephone pole, not the first one, the next one. And I finally just got popped on the jerk bait. Sheesh. I had to work hard for this one. See you later, bud. All right, guys, that is gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed catching them. If you ever find yourself down in the Louisiana bayou looking for a fishing spot, these roadside ditches definitely hold fish. They hold alligators too, so watch out for those. I really wish I would have got that one on video for you guys, but by the time I turned around, it was already gone. If you want to see more fishing videos just like this, make sure to subscribe. If you like this video, hit the like button. Thanks again, guys. Get out there and catch something.
Ba 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 ba. ba-da.